Technology has and always will be an ever-changing factor in our life. Three technological advancements since 2000, I'm going to talk about today are the advancement in telephones, secondary storage, and music. Cell phones have always been connected to a wall, and over the years they've become more and more portable. And one of the inventions that has made the phone even more portable is the invention of the flip phone. The first flip phone here is the StarTAC. The StarTAC measures a mere 3.86 by 2.24 by 0.91 inches. Now, moving up from that portability to a little bit bigger phone is the BlackBerry 5810. This phone is actually one of the first phones that would have both data and voice calling functions. It was released in 2002 and measures only 4.6 by 3.1 by 0.7 inches. Now, the biggest advancement in phones has to be the release of a full screen phone. Apple did that in 2007 with the original iPhone. This phone only measured 0.46 inches and had a diagonal screen length of 3.5 inches, still making it portable. The use of cell phones has kind of moved away from just calling functions, and the reason being is phones making it easier to text with SMS messaging and MMS messaging. MMS messaging is multimedia messaging, where you use data to send video and pictures where they show up either through a web browser or through the phone's interface. What has made phones really handheld computers was the introduction of third-party apps by Apple. In 2007 with the iPhone, Apple introduced these third-party apps that allowed you to do more than just what the phone was functioned to do. But without web browsing and data services, these third-party apps would have no functions that were useful to today's society. And in an article released by ScienceNode.com in 2018 titled A Brief History of the Smartphone, talked about NTT Docomo in Japan actually releasing the first 3G network in the world. And this 3G network opened us up to more faster speeds and more functions through that technology. With our phones only being so small, the use of secondary storage for computers and larger files is still necessary. The biggest advancement in the secondary storage world beginning in the 2000s was actually the thumb drive or the flash drive. The reason being is because it's affordable and it's portable. I mean, it's only the size of your thumb, and it only costs, you can get one at Walmart for about $6 for a gigabyte. Another advancement was the Blu-ray. Even though it doesn't seem very important to the storage world, you have to think a DVD only held 8.5 gigabytes, and a Blu-ray disc can hold up to 53, meaning that movies and videos and video games can be more high def, have more features, more interaction with each other. Now, the newest and one of the most kind of blurry secondary storage that's come out is the cloud storage. In an article, actually a journal entry I found called The Journey from Floppy Disk to Cloud Storage by Bindu Trika for the International Journal of Computer Science and Engineering, explained cloud storage in an easier and simpler way. Cloud storage is where you make copies of your files and you send it to a server, and they hold your files there until you're ready to retrieve it. Now, these servers offer free services, but to expand your storage and have more storage space, you would pay to get more storage space. And as secondary storage has become more portable, music also has. you used to play music on CDs, but the concept of an MP3 actually came out around the 2000s. You would download or buy music on your computer, and then you would download it to an MP3 player. And one of the most famous MP3 players that came out during the 2000s was actually the iPod. It came out in 2001, and some specs I found on everymac.com showed that they came out with 5 gigabytes or 10 gigabytes, and that would typically hold up to 1,000 or 2,000 songs. But after that, streaming became more popular. You would get on Wi-Fi or on data, on a website or app, and you would instantly stream that music to that device. It's free until you want to download them to your phone, because they have to also buy the song rights, which means you have to pay somewhat of a price. There's been many technological changes since 2000. There will be many more to come. But today I could only focus on 3: the evolution of a telephone, the evolution of secondary storage, and music. But without these changes, what else would have changed?